Well, that felt funny.
No, none of the above quips. It was Skipper and that damn makeup. I can't tell any difference. There he is. So that's what y'all play. You look lovely, Skipper.
Did you change your YouTube icon, Skipper?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so because I could recognize it a mile away, and I'm like, "That's Skipper."
Yep.
Then I have to reread it. Skipper Aquarium. There it is. I like. Is that a Geophagus or a Corridora?
It's a Corridors. It's actually art from Alex from Secret History.
Yeah.
And
he's a good artist. He really is.
He gave me permission to be able to use it, and Jen Williams designed my logo.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah, he did.
I
She
love
did
the
an
people
awesome
in this
job.
hobby. I really do.
I'm just going to laugh and stick my tongue in my cheek and say all of the comments are from people that don't stream. They don't have a clue, really. We're here. Calm yourselves.
We're here. I was venting. I was talking. I was jabbering.
No, you only were in like 2 minutes before we went live. So let me see who is here real quick. Trash Cat, Jenny Lynn, Lucky Stone, Patty, Dragon Lair, Lady D.
What is flying across Punchy's stream?
I don't know. Pam, you got a bat loose?
I was moving stuff around, so sorry about that.
Something just swam across her stream.
I saw that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you, Bob.
No, I'm still going through the laments.
I find I could just repeat that word all day long. I'm sorry for interrupting because I just
There's Sam. Everybody was worried about Sam. He's there.
I'm a grown-ass woman and I just blurt.
You know, I read something. I always read all these psychology things because I think you have to just about it to keep up this day, just to go to the grocery store anyway. Hey, Andy. But there were 4 things that talked about people that really didn't get the childhood that they needed. They weren't really taken care of, or they weren't appreciated, or stuff like that. And one of them is always saying, "I'm sorry."
I thought you were blurting out loud.
No. But I do that a lot. I apologize, especially the older I get, and people are like, "It's okay, it's okay."
At what age do we get to stop apologizing and say whatever we want? Is that like in your 70s?
It must be. But then there's Pam. She's never apologized for something in her life.
Did you guys see my honey pot?
No, I did see it on there, but I was sweeping.
Look at this. It's screwed. I made this.
Wow.
I made it. Like what?
Is that a ball jar, like a cannon jar?
Yeah, it's to put trinkets or whatever. My daughter will probably put a weed in it, whatever.
Yeah. Could
I
also
love the fact that I made a jar with a lid and it works.
It could be my favorite fish food jar because I always lose the lids.
Food, yes.
I lose the lids, and I could mix my favorite 3 like flake and pellet in one.
Yeah. I do that all the time and keep the rest in the freezer.
John says that's
the duckweed pot. That's right.
Duckweed. Yeah. Stopped apologizing. Well, you should have been grateful after that.
After my triple bypass, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went backwards on you. Hey, Jenny Lynn again.
I do make good pot, Sam. I used to. I used to grow it before it was popular to grow.
Yeah. Way back in the day.
Way back in the day where you thought the police were monitoring your electric bill. Because they probably were.
That's what I was just going to say. They probably were.
Now they know if you're growing it in the attic or the bedroom upstairs because the roof doesn't have snow on. Skipper knows. He's been busting some people, I bet.
Yeah.
No, they have. All they need is a helicopter with a special ultra or heat sensing. Globe on the front. I've seen it. Yeah. They've had them flying around here whenever they've heard something or whatever.
Skipper, you got like
The
Police-
problem with that is, like, I knew an old guy that had down by his creek at the edge of his field, there was a bunch of artichokes, and the infrared plane went over and thought that it was pot. And so he had like a SWAT team show up at his house to bust him. He was like an old redneck guy, you know.
Because now in so many states it's legal. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Sorry.
I didn't see that Jenny Lynn.
Wyoming, it's not legal yet. It probably never will be. But like here, everybody it's only like 30 minutes to the Colorado border from here. So you know where everybody goes.
Is that where everybody goes?
Yeah.
I think here everybody goes to New Jersey. Right across the bridge, they got like lounges where you just go in and do whatever you want to do. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I think they have those here too. I know they do because I had to go in looking for Coco's Delta 8-9 and CBD oil. Yeah, the Beagle.
Sure,
Jenny
that's what you were
leopard
doing.
gecko eggs. Cool.
She got leopard gecko eggs.
Yeah. Oh, here's a piece of the puzzle. Sam was a meter reader for the electric company. We were told to report houses that didn't have frost on the roofs during the winter. I never did.
But
With
what if
that
you have a
meter-
basement and grow it in the basement? You still have frost on the roof.
With that meter uniform, you should have acted like you were the popo and tell
And
them.
now my electric bill is $800 a month. How come nobody's knocking on my door? It's all fish. You want to see my reptile room? You want to see these UVB and UVA lights?
Yeah.
That crazy? Sorry.
Even Illinois made it. Illinois made it legal. I can go to the corner and get chocolate, right? Right. Oh, I wore my favorite shirt of Sam's and Trash Cats. Evidently, I wore this like 3 Saturdays in a row or Friday nights in a row. They asked me if I needed some clothes. I really
You know,
don't.
I should. I think of that sometimes, that I should look and check my last live stream and see what I was wearing and try to make sure I don't wear the exact same thing again.
Oh my gosh. Since I retired, I wear the same thing all the time. And just guess what? I don't care. I don't care.
With you. I don't care.
I've got like 5 favorite t-shirts. I rotate through them. Half the time I'm not even wearing pants. I don't care.
I started to put skippers on, but I'm afraid I'd get flack for that. I wore it, slept in it, ate in it, went to the ark in it for a week. Then I finally washed it and put it away.
No?
I did an experiment at work. Now, I was a human resource director, so we had to dress appropriately. And I said to my admin, I guarantee you, if I wore the same, because she had to change everything, shoes, socks, everything. If I wore the same thing every day, people would not notice. And she didn't believe me. And I wore the same thing, just changed the belt. So all I did is change the belt that I wore every day for 2 weeks. And not one person noticed.
Yep, that sounds
I
about
bet-
right.
Nobody cares.
I bet those underwear were ready to stand up.
I filled them all. I wasn't wearing any.
Oh my God.
Take me down.
Blanche Devereaux. She never wears underwear, on the Golden Girls. Never wear underwear, she said. It's a waste of time. But I didn't know what I'm doing. It's my first day. What are you talking about? Sam's talkative tonight for some reason.
Because he was on time.
Probably. No, he was late. I have land in Tennessee. We planned on moving to eventually.
That's right. That's pretty cool.
It is
so
cool.
jealous.
Yeah. Me too. Dragon Lair doesn't have one, not even one fish or reptile t-shirt. What the hell?
Why is that? Send me your address
Yeah, we need to get you
and
some
the
t-shirts.
size t-shirt that you wear, because I don't want to guess.
He's skinny, so he probably wears a medium or a small. Stay the hell away from Illinois if I can.
Why? What's wrong with Illinois?
It's awful flat there, I know that.
I know they got that lake effect stuff going on. Lake effect.
Mm-hmm. I went there
That
once
word
for
so much. Lake effect.
Did you tell these guys. She was talking about it
Oh
backstage.
my God, did I? Like,
You were saying it backstage, weren't you?
yes. Like, holy cow. And it couldn't have been at a more appropriate time in my life. I'm just so blown away. He's such a nice guy. I don't know why some people just don't like him. Like, he is so sweet. I've known him off and on, met him at different shows and stuff for years. He's been nothing but nice. Nothing but nice.
See if you can get him on your show. And
I did ask about Tamara.
Tamara.
Oh, Kim, she wants to talk to Tamara.
I know. Oh, yeah, right?
Oh, I can bet it is there. Second City and all that stuff.
Oh, Illinois, yeah.
Because I figure if he goes like on yours, he might consider mine half the size of yours, not even half. So,
Well, he went on Carrie's. That was pretty cool. He's been on Father Fish's.
yeah, Father Fish is a huge.
He said, like, just ask me. I'll come on.
I could tell him I'm Father Fish's better looking brother.
Did anybody see at the Clash he was with somebody who looked just like him? I wanted to ask, is it was his twin brother?
Lou or Joey?
Lou. He had somebody look just like him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm like,
They probably,
what is
they
that?
probably were brothers.
Had to been at least brothers, if not twins. Yeah. Because, I mean, they looked exactly like, I look like my brothers and they look like me, but we're not twins.
I don't look like any of my sisters, but that comes from having 4 different daddies. So. 4 different daddies. Body double. That's right.
That was Father Fish has a body double. Do you know he was a preacher?
Do I know if he was?
No, I'm telling you he was.
I didn't know that he was. I knew that he led a choir in churches for many years. And I think it was a deaf or a blind choir. I can't remember now.
And I've seen him preaching. He must have a different channel or some channel that popped up. He was doing a sermon and I was like, well, that's pretty cool.
He did one on his stream when he first started out that I really liked. He was standing out back where he used to live in Florida by that canal. And that was really good. It wasn't so much a sermon. It was just kind of a discussion, just a talking to you thing, Yeah.
That's still cool, yeah.
He's a cool guy for sure. He still is, Wi-Fi says.
Did Patty come in the house? I didn't see. There's Patty.
She's here.
Hello, Patty.
Patty, I wish I could.
On the list. Ooh.
I wish I could get the 10 minutes I wasted going to see who all these people are. You said I had modded that never come in. There wasn't anybody. Skipper and Sandy are the least frequent people, but they have to work. So, but nobody else is modded that doesn't come in. Nobody. Are you
streaming the 23-24 changeover?
Who said that? Say what?
Somebody, Whip is asking Pam.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yep, I sure am.
Yeah, I posted her link at the end of Susie's, Sam. He must have cut out early, got in late, and cut out early too.
Because of this, Patty? Because of this, Patty? That's funny. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? My favorite movie of all time is doing a remake. My daughter is taking me to the movies and buying my popcorn.
A remake?
The Color Purple.
Ah.
Grab the box of tissues. It's my favorite movie. Oh, my.
Never heard of it.
I'll never forget my ex-husband taped over, because, we had videotapes, VHSs, and taped over something stupid, some documentary, over The Color Purple. I was like...
Who is the lady that wrote it? There was a book that was based on, and Alice, somebody wrote it, and it won the whatever for writing. Like they give awards.
Did they? Nice. It's a great story. Its original was a very long movie. Good movie.
Yeah. God, Whoopi Goldberg was young in it,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
She's the same age as us,
Really?
Bob.
It's like
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey, Danny Glover.
Oprah was young in it. Danny Glover. Yeah.
What was the
Oprah was
name of it
big.
again?
The Color Purple.
I have a friend that's a nurse. She's a black lady. It just so happens, but we used to sit at work in Blue Cross and just send random messages to each other. I'd say, how did he die? And she'd say, on top of me. We'd recite the whole
Oh my
script.
God, I would do. I quote that movie all the time.
Yeah. And we'd be
All
like,
the
if
time.
anybody
You
ever
get
looks it
only
up.
do it business and get off.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah. So anyway, I'm not a big fan of remakes because if I like the book and I love the movie, that's a rarity. Usually I like the book and the movie sucked. But this is both, and now they're doing a remake. I'm like, what?
Wonder who's in that.
The I'm the one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater.
The color purple is a lot of things, but at the opening scene, it's these big. I think they're called 4 o'clocks. Is what we used to call them. Old-fashioned flower, like the fields are all blue, and they're purple. Oh, she's put a little bit of Sugar Avery's pee in Mister's drink.
Oh, talking
Yeah,
about
there's so many.
myself. We're two of a kind. Oh, I hope the singing is good in it. I'm just like so excited. And she's buying me popcorn. Did I mention that part?
Oh, cool. There's your groceries next month.
I know, right? She goes, I'll get you your own popcorn because you like to put that butter on it. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
right. That fake
All right.
greasy butter.
Yeah.
I'll start my healthy eating next year.
That's one thing I
Wait,
don't
it's
give
the
up.
first day of the new year.
Hey,
I'll
Alex.
start it on day 2.
Sunday night stream on Danikins is next. There's Mob Guppy.
Oh, Alice Waters is the author. Thank you, Alec.
Peter.
Oh, you know, I picked up the expression "Dear God" from that, and I didn't even realize, because you know when she's telling it, like narrating it, she'd say, "Dear God, miss this and that," or "Dear God, I got down off the porch to see if I could see." That's one of my favorite movies, and I picked that up, and finally somebody pointed it out. You must have got that somewhere, and I did.
Yeah.
Dear God. What? Wi-Fi. Hi. Apologies. You don't have to apologize anymore, Trash Cat. We decided that.
She said, thank you. I'm going to go pop some popcorn. That's right.
Hey, Peter.
I'll never forget when they invented the microwave popcorn. I thought my life was changed forever. Like no more popping, melting the butter on top of that little thing and or shaking it. And, oh my God.
We always burned it.
My dad used to make us do it over the fireplace where the popper was like 20 pounds itself. Like
the Jiffy Pop.
Yeah.
That's it. And then all the gourmet. Just want to say thank you for streaming. I'm missing the party we always have with friends. Well, Danikin's next, and then Pam comes on tonight too at midnight time, so 11 to 1. But remember all the gourmet popcorns then, they all were better than the other. Orville Rettenbacher and this and that. Yeah. If you were willing to pay 3 times as much, you could get a designer popcorn.
Back in the day, in my 20s, I was a manager of Wendy's, and we had to decorate the store. So I had a hot air popcorn. So of course we just popped and strung popcorn, and I'm sure we just drank ourselves silly, and then decorated the whole store. Well, my store won a prize for the best decorated Wendy's. And I was like, I won like 3 shares of Wendy's, which is now 6 shares of Wendy's and 6 shares of Tom Hortons. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's all from something from like 45 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mean shares like
shares of Wendy's? Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for the gifts of membership.
Yeah, thank you, Wi-Fi.
How does one gift the membership, or how does one receive it? Patty said she was going to give me one, but I'm not available to receive one. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm the same way, and I went and looked, and I can't figure it out. So it's like, oh well.
Yeah, I would love to give or be gifted memberships. I think that would be so cool.
Hey, Michael. People do it in Dan's Fish a lot.
But how do you make yourself eligible? Like Pam can't get it, I can't get it.
I'm already a member
Yeah.
here. I'm a member
Remember,
here and
Skipper?
in Dan's.
I'm trying to remember because I did it. Oh man, I can't remember. That's the problem.
Patty said turn it on when you enter a stream. Tennessee Fish Super wants a gift, Sam. Branded account, so you can't get membership.
I'm a brand. Oh, maybe because I'm branded. What does that mean? Am I branded? I probably branded. Pam gone.
She gone.
Oh, I guess I don't know what being a branded account means. But if it was, they were offering me to do this and that, I would click yes to everything. Like, yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, let me do that. Should be branded. But I thought branded didn't just meant that you have your little icon floating on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Ah.
It
Oh
was,
no, you guys are sick.
I've tried to give people before, and I don't know how to do it.
I don't either, because I would give that away. If I could gift 10 a month, I would gift 10 a month easy. So you could see me in my pajamas in my reptile room, cleaning out poop,
Right.
because that's what everybody wants to see.
Exactly.
Already a handle of fireball into the night. Oh, I hope you feel better.
I just turned on allow gifts. I couldn't even receive that.
By deleting the account and starting over? Oh, hell to the no. I'm not deleting my account. I work very hard at getting enough subscribers to make money. Nope.
I think everything stays there because somebody talked me into doing that once about a storage issue, and I'm like, I've got your name and what office you're working out of, so go ahead and tell me.
You
what
mean
to do.
delete your account and start over?
But it's still there. It doesn't go away. You just delete it on YouTube.
Couldn't
That's
talk
what I
me
had
into
to
it.
do.
Nope.
But
Nope.
it was still there when I came back. It's weird. That may not be what they're talking about. No, it's easy to turn gifts. You don't have to. Well,
Better stop. She's smacking me. Look what she did. I think she's going into heat. My pinky is sliced open. She's so lovey-dovey, and then he goes,
yeah,
like, what is that?
it's her ovaries talking.
Yeah, I need to get her fixed.
Her kitty ovaries. Well, I hope Pam's all right.
Do not delete account. Right. Yeah, no. Yep.
If anyone's looking for a new Pleco wafer right now, trying Pleco.
Really?
Hmm.
It's called a freaking cat, right? She's a freaking cat, all right. To the moon.
Hey, Mike.
I
No,
go
that's not
outside.
right.
Are you ready for this story time? I go outside. My waterfall is not running on my pond. It's not that cold. I mean, it gets below freezing for a couple seconds a night. I'm like, what the heck? And I went down. The plug is gone. Not only is the plug missing from the outlet, the whole cover that covers your outside outlet is gone. And I'm looking around like thinking to myself, first of all, would burglars come in my backyard and steal my outlet? Did they steal my pump? And I'm looking and I see all the way on the other side where the dog's yard is. There's a hole in the fence. They were coming in under the porch, tearing apart my under the porch. And the only thing is my outlet. So we found the other half. John spliced it together. And now it's working again. But I was like, what? I know that's a lame story, but that's my story.
But the dogs did it?
The dogs did it. They're fucking they are non-stop hyperactive Labrador puppies. They're 13 months and it's non-stop. stop. Like I can't walk them enough. I can't play them enough. Like I don't know what to do. Like it's like I want to hire somebody just to take them for the third walk of the day, the fourth walk of the day, something.
You've just got a couple years of that left. They'll be out of it before you know it.
Clue. Click the
Yeah.
$sign, and one of the options is the gift membership. Really? Let's see about that. Let's see about that. Because Patty tried, I think it was Patty, tried to gift me a membership. We're on a stream. And I thought that would be so great. And she said I couldn't. Nope, I got super stickers and super chat. That's it. That's the only options I have when I click that $sign.
Same with mine, yeah.
Super stickers and super chat.
Peter's dog is beautiful. Maggie. Uh-oh.
Hickson. Edson Hickson.
Ooh,
And
there's
Oh, did he
Jack.
tell us that?
Star rebooted my computer for me.
Oh,
She
that's so
stepped-
nice of them,
She
huh?
stepped on the power strip thing on the on and off button. Yeah, she did that for me.
That was
Michael
nice.
Oregon, I cannot wait till my lab does that. I keep thinking someday they're just going to be nice dogs, right?
I've got to go playing cards with the family.
There's Ed. I can't read it, but I see Chattanooga Ed.
Happy New Year, Ed.
I see super stickers, super chat, and membership gifting. Okay, Nathan, I don't have that. Q is probably branded too. I am branded.
Can't even see membership gifting on mine. It's just
No.
the two things.
My work does not allow for sick days. What? What? How is that possible? What state do you live in? Almost every state has mandatory 5 sick days. Almost every state. Talking about being a human resource professional, if you have more than 35 employees, more than likely you're in a state where it's mandatory. Just
Yeah, and you can cash them in if you want to sometimes too.
Just saying. And I used to know every state that was mandatory and which ones were voluntary. New Jersey was mandatory.
Tennessee is too.
Yeah.
Gift memberships, chips on the
Yeah.
Android. Okay.
If we have to do a certain thing to get into our sick days.
What do you have to do?
You gotta be off for 3 consecutive days, and then you gotta have a doctor's excuse, and then it switches over.
That's right. That's accurate.
So you have to use 3 PTO, paid time off days.
So it starts out with 3 days, depending on how long you work there, whether it goes back to day 1 or day 2 or it starts after the 3rd day. Like me, I've been there 16 years. It goes back to day 1.
Okay, good.
That's almost like short-term disability, or very similar to that.
That's what it's supposed to be for those companies that can't afford. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So if somebody's new, not brand new, but if they're new and they qualify for time off, at least they're not going to get fired for being sick.
So it's actually better for the employee.
For the employee, not the employer.
Right.
I'll tell you, it can, because we had a company that was filled with part-time people. Well, we had to track part-time people for sick time off. I'm like, these guys work 4 hours a day. You tell me I got to pay them 4 hours if they can't come in. Like the whole company, and the whole company, most of them were over 70. There's like 1,500 people, and there were lunch ladies, 1,500 lunch ladies, and that's slang because there were men too. But like they were like geriatric. Of course, they're going to be calling out left and right. Like it can put a company out of business. Mandating.
I started to say, where did you work at? A union for the door greeters at Walmart, or?
No, it was, and there were like 7 of our locations we had over 200 locations. So all these employees were scattered over 200 locations, but I think 6 of them were union. But it was irrelevant. It was the state law. They made it a state law and said it's effective next March. It's like, how are we going to do this? It's not in our budget. It's not scheduled. It's like, it was insane. Anyway, I don't want to talk HR. I'm happy I'm retired.
I don't know how it is now, but younger people didn't used to look at those benefits like the 6 days and PTO and short-term disability and stuff as real benefits. They would go somewhere else for a quarter an hour for no benefits. You know, it's crazy.
No.
But I guess it's all what's relevant and what you want right then.
Yeah. I'm all about the optional life insurance now. Now we're old and John works on the rooftop. I'm like, you have optional life insurance at work? Because we're getting that. He fell off a ladder. What was it, last year? A year and a half ago.
I remember.
10-foot ladder. He was holding on to a capacitor. He got electrocuted and broke his back.
Oh.
Yeah, that's insane. And this was just a daily hazard. I'm like, oh my God. Well, first of all, I don't think you're supposed to hold on to a capacitor. I didn't say that. Because who am I?
That's crazy, Trash Cat.
I had to work COVID positive and masked. Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
After the first year, they were mandating people to come to work, but then they had to be masked. So you're never going to get better. You're going to breathe your own COVID. Like, wait a minute. Why is there? Who flipped the switch here? Who flipped the switch and said, now you got to come to work? Katie's a nurse and she got COVID. I said, at least you get some time off. She goes, no, they make me come to work. I said, even though I got COVID and you're a nurse. I'm like, what happened? Like, ¿qué pasó? Anyway.
I worked the whole way through it.
Yeah, you were essential. They were essential. I was essential too. Even though all the schools were closed, we still made school lunches and put them on the buses and drove them to people's stops.
Oh, really?
So all kids got lunches. And then we made it and people could just pick it up. We didn't even care if you had students. Anybody could drive through and pick up a bag lunch.
Yeah, they had they did that here. Like
Yeah.
they did it wasn't a daily thing. Like you went, I think it was like a Friday and you picked it all up. And it was supposed to be good for them for the whole week. Well, some of this, they gave us so much stuff that we had to give out stuff to people around us because it was just so much milk and.
Oh yeah.
Which was a good thing that they did it. It was great.
Yeah, they did. And people came. People are like, I don't have any kids. That's okay. Here. And Patty, you're right. That's one of the main reasons I left the workforce is because I was the one making decisions for the company on what insurance to get. And I was told that I couldn't get those gold plans anymore. I said, nobody can afford this other stuff. I was told that's just the way it is. The companies used to foot the bill for 70% of the health care and it's swapped. Now it's like 30-70 where the employees paying for 70% of it. It's like, this is ridiculous. And I saw the profit and loss. They were making so much money. Like, I don't get why you're telling me this. Like, when it stopped being an advocate for the employee is when it was like, I can't do this anymore. They wanted me to be an advocate for the company. I'm like, no.
I tell you, my Medicare is the best insurance I've ever had, and I work for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Is it?
It's the best, yeah, because I have Part B through Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Next year. Oh, this year. This year I get to be 65.
Yep.
65. What?
So you better apply for that stuff early, like 3 months.
My daughter just got her license to be an insurance agent. So I'm like, you're my agent now, girl. You
Right.
hook me up. So she hooked me up with insurance now that's $20 a month. I'm like, I'll take it.
Dang. What's her number?
Yeah. She's the one that sings my theme song too.
Oh, okay.
She hooked me up. And she said she can hook me up with the Medicare Plan B where they reimburse me the same amount I have to pay. I said, that's for real? I said, what you're doing, you're legitimate, right? Now I'm asking, what kind of insurance agent are you? But I'm like,
Pay a deal. She got it from Guido, probably.
Psst, psst, over here, want to buy a watch? Want some insurance?
It's probably good insurance if so.
I trust her. Do whatever
Yeah.
you got to do. And if she's making money on it, go for it. I don't care. Just tell me what I have to do. As long as I don't have to go to the doctor if I don't want to, I'm fine.
I hardly ever go to the doctor, but you know it can get expenses if you have to. I'm
The only
getting a
time I
knee.
did is when I broke my finger. And the
Yeah.
doctor was so excited to see me. He's like, I haven't seen you since you broke your wrist. Get in here. And then he did EKG, all these lung x-rays, all these things, and nothing to do with my finger.
While he had you there,
Yeah,
he
he's
wanted
like,
you-
if I don't do it now, I'll never get to see you again.
your senior stuff there, looking for something else. Yeah.
So I'm a senior and I roller skate. You'll see me every year. I'll break something, I'm sure.
Right.
I ride a motorcycle, you know. It's bound to happen.
Oh my gosh.
I
I'm
will.
getting a knee injection again in about 2 weeks, and I'm just living for it. I'll tell you.
The
Can't wait.
co-pays they hit you up with are ridiculous, aren't they?
Mine
I mean,
are not
you're a Medicare,
bad.
you might have something different.
I don't have any copays for a regular provider, and for specialists like that, it's 20. Now the procedure will have a percentage on it.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know what it is, but I've been okay with it every time before. My insurance went down this year.
Wow.
My Medicare Part B, it went down like $20 a month, so I count that as a raise, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What
you got
is
an
that?
increase, right? Social Security went up.
Right?
That went up. Insurance went down. Maybe we're on the right track. We'll see. Want to buy a coaster? Got a coaster for sale. Let's see if you can see it.
Did you see what I said in your chat when you showing those?
What?
We made those in band camp.
Yes, I did. When I went to band camp, I was pretty
I
proud of
don't
it.
remember that. We did make things. Y'all ever make those bracelets like macrame?
Yeah,
Those
with the little like leather stuff, like.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
find mine anywhere. 60 years later.
I got a raise too. Very nice, lady.
She stays festive all year.
Pam is the Christmas tree. Well, they told her be the tree. She became
That's
the Christmas tree.
Yep.
That's funny.
Was looking to see what time so people could get a break before Kenny, and I don't want to go over him. I think I do.
Oh my
sometimes.
gosh, we talked about everything but fish tonight. What is? I hope that wasn't me.
I don't have anything new. I got another one of those betas. I went back, so I have 5
I
of
think
them
I
now.
saw. Did I see a shirt where you got another snake?
I got 2 other snakes. Yep,
Thanks.
I got 2 snakes.
I hope you're going to talk about that Friday.
Aren't you the guest Friday?
Yeah, but my reptile room is only this big. You know,
Oh, we've got questions though.
okay.
Don't worry, we have questions. Hey, Big Cat. Yeah, I got
in the house. Happy New Year.
I got what's known as a Taiwan beauty snake,
I saw that. Wow, what a
and
beauty.
it is stunning. It's about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 feet long. They can get up to 9 feet. They stay slender. And I went to the place that had the litter mate to the gopher snake I lost, the San Diego gopher snake. And the guy there agreed that it probably was egg bound or had something to do with it. It
Oh.
had male trouble. So the male was still there from a year ago. So he hadn't grown nearly as much as her. So I got him. He gave me a good deal on both of them, but still it was.
Maybe she was egg bound if she grew a lot bigger than the male.
Yeah.
Like,
She was a chunky girl. So I got those. So I'm still settling them in and making modifications and stuff. It's Milo tap dancing.
boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
You need to send me your logo.
He sent that to me. I got it in email form, so when she shows up my next live stream, it's getting played. Eric Wyrock, he sent it to me.
big red wrappers and sticking them to my forehead. I don't
I never
remember
did
that.
that.
But we would take the wrappers and make them into a chain and make a long, long chain. I don't know where we got all the gum from, but we had chains going on forever.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you
that-
gotta remember how cheap that gum used to be.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Do you know how much a pack of gum costs now? I'm like, I had change in my hand because I just picked up a pack of sugar-free gum, and she said it was like two something. I'm like, what? It's a pack of gum. I put it back. I was like, so I know I look like an old lady Karen. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like,
I started to get some too at checkout. It was sugarless, and I thought I haven't had gum in years.
yeah.
I put it back down. I thought that's a fish. I mean, no way,
I can get a whole bottle of fish food for that now.
right?
Yeah.
Well, not really, $10, but
Yeah.
still, everything's crazy, crazy, crazy.
You know what I've been getting for my fish, and I love it. I go to this farmer's market up the corner, and they got these bits and pieces of like all the fish that they chop up, and they put it in a bag frozen. I get a whole bag of it, and then I take it and put it in my little Ninja, chop it down, mince it, and all my fish love it. The dusty stuff, the babies like it. The bigger chunks, the Trimac, everybody loves the fish. And there's
Isn't
all
that like-
different pieces of different, like cod. There's crab. There's clams, mussels. Just little pieces of everything.
Can you 3D print gum? That's an idea.
Oh, look at selected the three. He's going to get a 3D printer, and the next month I can feel it.
We need to get our orders in, our grocery orders.
No, you know what I want 3D printed? Something that takes these lights and raises it up about 5 inches off the tank.
You can get those. You
Yeah,
just have
but
to.
that's a lot of money. But if he can make them, can you do that? Select just 3D print them. Like, bloop, bloop.
You can.
I'd buy them from a homemade 3D printer person before. I mean, because I've got what, like 38 lights. I'm not buying 38 things. Like,
Here's what I do with them. See, it's a little cup that has crickets or worms in it,
and what's holding that cup on your fish tank?
just sitting on there.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't work in my house.
Well, I have cats and I have
My
a bird.
cat, my elbows. But
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
That's the only one I'm doing a trial on, but
See, and this light doesn't fit across. It's like I have to put a kitty corner. 'Cause
yeah,
it's much smaller than my tank.
yeah. You see what's coming up out of there, or can you see it?
No.
The bacopa.
Oh, at the Copacabana.
I just threw a couple of pieces in and it's taken off. Like
I
crazy.
told you I cut it all back, and every nodule is more bacopa growing out of every nodule.
Yep.
It looks beautiful.
I gotta move.
And every cut, every little one that's growing has a string of roots with it. It's almost like I could chop it up into 100 different plants and they would all grow.
Right.
Burger.
Start them. I bet you could put them like just in a
Yes.
small tank or a plastic thing and soil and
Yeah.
cover it and keep it humid and root them.
And it would grow.
I bet it would. I just took a couple of pictures of the blooms of that at the pet store yesterday. I was going to resend you, but I think I already sent you that. The little white or pinkish blooms on them.
Hey, Aquatic Nest is here. Hello.
Well, hello, Aquatic Nest.
Hey, Ness.
Sing it to you. I don't know what was I? Oh, at the Copa. Bacopa Pacana.
5 minutes already. Holy cow.
I know. Didn't that fly by? I feel like I was a chatterbug. I'm sorry.
No, we
sorry. Not apologizing.
don't say you're sorry. I got a thing from, I think, you guys' Facebook page, Ness, asking me to be an admin on there. I think it was there. It was Coldwater Aquatics.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I declined it because I already do too much. So,
Oh.
and I know my limits. It may not have been you, but whoever it was, I declined it. I just said, had to say, hell, I mean, no, I can't do it. I got too much to do. Too much.
Lady D has a swap next week. That's what I need. I need a swap.
We have one on Saturday.
We're in Lancaster? Where?
CCY's having a swap on the 6th from 11 to 3.
Where? What town?
York.
It's about an hour and a half. That's worth it.
I'll be there.
On the 6th, that is my 12th day of Christmas. On the 12th day of Christmas. So that I would buy myself 12 corridors, 11 red lasers, 10. I gotta go on. Oh, that's a 12th day Christmas. I deserve to buy
And then
myself.
the ACLC will be March 16th. Yeah.
Okay.
What day of the week is the 6th?
Saturday.
Wednesday?
Saturday.
Now, the first Saturday of every month, I have my miniature meeting. I've had it since the 70s. Oh, my God. The first Saturday of the month is always taken.
Well, I had it in my head that you were coming the 9th, but I guess it's the 5th.
Who?
You.
Me?
That you were going to be on Reptiles.
Oh,
That's why I said you're next week.
you tell me when. Next week, Reptiles is the 5th.
Yeah, but I just had it in my head it was the 9th. It's the stroke thing. Just so-
Yeah, that's a Tuesday.
Just so you're planning on being there, that's all that matters. But I need your thingy, your logo.
Here, watch them call it.
Wouldn't this be my logo?
No.
Because it's Reptiles. I'm Reptiles.
Well, if you want to make a thing and put it on there and put you on there, but that's out of my skill set. That's beyond.
Ah.
Otherwise, I'll just clip a picture that right there, smile, and I'll screenshot that. And, right?
My bad.
That's the one.
Oh,
That's the one.
Holy hell, you're a ball of fire tonight.
I am. I'm too much coffee or something. I think it was Joey. Joey did it to me.
I don't blame you. Yeah. I don't blame you. Oops. Right, red laser.
Whoopsie.
Well, I think even though we've got a couple of minutes left, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short while I've still got a channel. And get a little nap maybe before Pam's stream tonight at 11. And it will be a Happy New Year's for us on this side of the coast, not for her so much, but
It is. It's going to be a Happy New Year's. Somebody already celebrated. Oh, the people in Australia, right? They already celebrated.
no, I'm not dropping no merch links because I haven't been able to do anything to it. I can't even get into the account. I emailed those people and they said somebody will get back in 24 hours. I got emails from 4 different people, two from the same person. And so I explained it to them again and I've heard nothing. I think that's been a month, maybe.
Is it Teesprings?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I still can't even get in my account. So to hell with them.
The hell with them. That's what I said. The hell with them. I wish I knew how to make T-shirts. I can make everything else they make, just not the T-shirts yet.
I may start making these because
Although I will make Patrick a T-shirt.
Yeah, he needs one.
Email me, Patrick, and I'll make you one with everybody's logo that I have. Anybody who's ever offered me a coffee mug or got a coffee mug, I'm only kidding. I wouldn't do that. But I'll put everybody's logo on. Tennessee Fish Market, Q Aquatics, Kaler's Aquatics. You'll be covered in logos.
It does. I need to know where I can go to get some merch done. That's what I need to do.
Well, you got to come up with a logo first.
I know. I've got that on pause because the snake I was going to use, passed unexpectedly, and that's been a month. But I
think you're better off if you do a logo and not like web art. If you do an actual logo, then it's good no matter what animals you have and not, and save the web art for the YouTube channel and the Facebook and all that. But your logo was your logo.
Yeah, but I like having my animals. So I don't know. But I've got her brother now, so I
Ah,
could still use her picture. You know that? And
yeah.
who's gonna slam me for that? Well, that's not the one, but I do have one. Or I could try to get a good picture of him.
Yeah, and so what if you don't have that animal anymore? If
Yeah.
something happened to Triton, I'm going to use him forever. He's a beautiful fish.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
see that. All right. Yeah, I agree, Dragon Lair. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Skipper and Susie and Pam. Happy New Year to all of you all. And thank you, mods. Thank you for the links, Huawei. Thank you, members. And I'll see you over at Daniken's in just a couple minutes. Is there a link? Yep. There we go. Huawei's already got it there. It
nice.
doesn't make a difference, Bob. What doesn't make a difference? What the hell? I'm calling you right now, Dragon Lair. All right. Good night. Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year.